Hello, everyone. Welcome to this ECM Connect session between Cognizant and Newgen. I am your host and moderator here. I'm Anurag Shah. I head the products and solutions for Newgen. And I have here with me Neeraj Garg. Neeraj is solution lead for enterprise content management and cognitive capture for Cognizant North America. And today we are going to have insightful discussion and thoughts from Neeraj on various aspects of ECM Connect or enterprise content management, content services platform, its modernization, what went through in last, this pandemic year, what is going on now with almost pandemic getting over, and where is this heading towards maybe in next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year horizons. And let me start by asking you, if we look back the last year, 2020, we see that it was all about quick fixes and surviving the pandemic. Those were the activities and things that the enterprises did. Now, what were the challenges that you saw among your customers, those that faced and that they dealt with? What is your view on that?
Sure. Hey, thanks, Anu. First of all, thank you, Anurag, and the entire Newgen team for this wonderful Connect 2021 session, and thanks for inviting myself from Cognizant to represent this event. And yeah, before actually I just jump to your question, I'll just kind of add a few more lines with regard to myself. Is basically I have been with Cognizant for more than a decade now. And all through my experiences within this ECM space, very fortunate to be part of this. And as you said, right, I lead the solution for enterprise content management and the cognitive various cognitive capture offerings for North America. Now, coming back to this pandemic, right? So we all know how the 2020 went, right? It was really a long way for all of us, right? That impacted the entire world, and no one was really prepared enough for the challenges we came across. Though I have seen a lot of ups and downs in last 1 decade, but this current pandemic is really unique. We never thought this will last so long and so challenging on so many levels, right? And every organization across the globe, including our clients itself, face major challenges, right? So the challenges are like how to make sure well-being of their employees, how to enable their remote functions smoothly, right? And minimize the impact to their customers. And as a matter of fact, the retail industry got really a major hit because the stores were shut down. And similarly, the travel and hospitality industry, they were near to complete shutdown because of travel restriction. Similarly, other space like banking and insurance industry, retail operations were also a major hit, right? And the major question or the challenges against in front of our customers, right? How to quickly adapt to this new environment, right? Make quick fixes and the changes and just survive with this pandemic. And in fact, many of our clients, they have to quickly learn and adapt to this new environment, how to run the business smoothly while they are at remote, and at the same time, how to manage the revenue loss, right? So there were a lot to cover during this pandemic channels, right? And they had to invent new processes from the scratch, learning how to best capture and consolidate their customer information in this new world. And in last 1 year, we had seen multiple discussion with our customers on the various new tools and technologies, and which can quickly adapt to current changing need, right? And in fact, we are still on the same boat as of now and sailing through with our customers. So trying to just come out within this situation as quickly as possible and help our customers.
Great. I mean, certainly. I mean, the challenges we have ourselves lived through that, right? Yeah. I mean, you and I, we did all of those quick fixes ourselves while still trying to manage our customers. I still remember those days in last year, maybe April, May, when these were reaching the peak, and we were discussing our customers' challenges towards the content management and how and what they want to do. I mean, really fascinating. Yeah. I don't know whether I should be calling it fun days or whatever, but it was right challenging days.
Yeah, definitely. And And I think me and you are also connected from last at least 1.5 year in all online remote, working on various opportunities, thinking about solutions for different customers. Right? It was really a good experience all through.
Yeah, true. So let me take it to the next kind of taking a segue from what you just said, right? So what are those new digital transformation opportunities now you see in this year, 2021? And how do you see this going forward beyond 2021, next year, next 2-3 years? And within that digital transformation and the opportunities, how much role do you think content is going to play?
Yeah, that's a kind of a great question, and in fact, I would start with like a very famous saying, right? Necessity is the mother of invention, right? And that's what I think we all have seen. It is proven in last year, right? So we had so many challenging situations, and same time we see the new opportunities also came out of it, right? And digital transformation became all of our customer top priority overnight. And there has been a complete shift in the thought process and priorities across the globe. And automation become now a core key strategy of all our customers, which was really on a backseat before. So in 2021, right, we have seen a lot of customers, they're adopting digital signature platform, right? Because not all, basically with this pandemic situation, it was not really possible to have a physical wet signatures, right? And then overnight, many of the processes were improved for digital signature platforms, right? So customer adopted them, and there was business process automation tools. A lot of business process automations were done, like straight through processing, putting robots in between, so that remove the dependency of the humans, right? And move away from the complete paper forms. And since we are like talking about this ECM, right? Content is always at the core. Means any digital transformation you talk about, content will always be there, right? And it will definitely play a major role in shaping automation and the transformation process we look ahead. And I certainly believe during rest of 2021 and beyond, customer will look for more kind of a robust tool, which is a low code. You need not to do too much coding on that and adapt to this new digital world, right? And then the major thing is how to quickly roll out any feature or module to the market, right? So time to market is very less, right? And capable, and the same time the tool should be capable of capturing digital information, apply process automation, apply different AI and NLP techniques. And I think this is also kind of gaining quite momentum, having in ECM, though AI and NLP is not new, but from last 1 year, what I have seen is a lot of places now you see a lot of artificial intelligence and natural language processing coming into the picture. They're mixing it with ECM and enhancing the core capabilities of the ECM, right? So that's probably a kind of providing a unique digital experience for their end users, right? And now since more content will be generated, more content will be involved, that means more compliance and regulatory changes will apply, right? And that will open up a new set of opportunities in the record management space, right? Because you need to have a proper archival solution, apply proper security and structure in place, and make sure that the people who are authorized to view that content or manage that content or edit that content, they all checks and balances are in place, right? And another opportunity I see, there is this lot of digitization of paper documents, and those papers are sitting in somewhere, maybe in some physical records room, okay? And those have to be converted into a lot of digital information, right? And so you have to apply the newer OCR and the advanced ICR technologies to read the papers. And on top of that, apply your AI and NLP techniques to effectively process them, right? So right now in industry, if you see, right, the accuracy of ICR is not that great, maybe 25 to 30%, right? So those accuracy factor has to kind of should be improved a lot, right? So there are a lot of opportunities growing up because of this market. And I would say this current pandemic situation has just spawned that thread, right? It was there, but I think now it's kind of speeding up, and it is becoming a priority beyond 2021 also.
Wow, great. I mean, such a nice portrayal of what the content is. Typically, traditionally or typically when we look at content and when we hear and when we imagine content, we see documents, at the most we see emails and those things. But the way you brought all of these different forms of content, the data within the content playing part in the process with technologies like AI, ML, and those combining within the content. I mean, this is a great perspective that you bring out.
Yeah, and also see, content is not no more. So people used to think that content is just plain documents, right? No more, right? See, content has evolved a lot, right? It's not that just you open a Word document or Office document and just save it in some repository or shared drive, and you say, okay, I have implemented ECM, right? So it's not that way, right? So there are a lot more to the content, and content plays definitely a greater role. You need to develop those insights. You need to understand your content. You need to convert them into meaningful information, which is helpful for your customers and down the line for your business. Right?
Yeah. So very well said. And then that takes me to my next thought here, that with all this content management, content services platform and everything, why do you think the customers who have those so-called document management system or so-called enterprise content management system, why should they all go for modernizing that, the content modernization or ECM modernization, and especially at this time? So what do you think about that?
So ECM modernization involves multiple things, right? It is information accessibility. So basically, wherever you want to access that information, it is available for you, right? No matter whether you access from mobile or your desktop, your laptop, or over a cloud, it doesn't matter, right? So that information should be made available to everyone, whosoever needs it, right? And then flexible business process automation, basically your process automation, the tool, the workflows which you are using, right, should be flexible enough to change on the fly, right? So they are adapting changing needs, right? So someone on the business side should make that change on the fly and their workflow is done, right? No more deployments, no more code tool customizations, and so that's your modernization. Then having a consistent user experience, right? So whether they access from mobile, desktop, your experience should be seamless. Means it should not change with the device you use. Then your system performance, at the same time, your performance, the way you retrieve the content, it should be pretty quick and available for you. And then scalability, right? Number of users are increasing across the globe. Business is expanding not just in North America, or it is expanding across the globe, right? So how to make that system scalable, right? Now the main factor is the content security is also very critical here, because the more you content, more people you onboard, right? More customers are onboarded, right? Your content security also becomes a kind of a big critical factor, where you have PII data, HIPAA related, and all those things, right? So you have to apply proper content security on that, right? So in my view, I think customers should aggressively plan for ECM modernization, right? Around these four or five capabilities, right? And as we have learned that, and we must plan for these unplanned situations like the current one we are facing, right? We should not again struggle the same way we struggled last year, right? And how to adapt to the sudden market need, enable more robust content security, right? And customer might think that, you are giving me a lot of cost factors, right? So yeah, I get that. You will have some near-term costs, but longer term, if you see, you will save those costs. Those investment will pay off in longer run, right? So we need to start thinking on that. Upgrading or transforming the outdated ECM system will help on system scalability to meet demanding need, and definitely a better user experience. More customers you will be able to add. Enhanced content security will allow you to basically avoid those regulatory and compliance points also, right? And another, I think, critical piece would be cloud adoption. With the cloud, natively you get a lot of capabilities which are very critical for your business to function, right? So that's my perspective.
Wow, I mean, certainly there are so many parameters to consider, right? I mean, ECM modernization, not really just upgrading version from one to another or changing the product from one to another. There are so many aspects to consider. to include, and that just does not limit the product natively, but the ecosystem in which the product operates, right? You said so nicely, and you connected those dots so beautifully. It's amazing. I mean, great insight out there. So Neeraj, now let me take you to our concluding question, which is how do you see this relationship with Newgen? The Cognizant and Newgen relationship, how do you see this has grown over the years? And is there anything that you would like to share with your peers and our audience of this session on your digital journey with Newgen so far and going forward?
Yeah, see, I would say, Anurag, first of all, I think I will congratulate Newgen on their recent achievement on the ECM for the Forrester report.
Thank you.
You guys like made it, and now under a strong performer, which is really a great jump, beating all other ECM product vendors and now coming on the front seat, which is really a great achievement. And on behalf of Cognizant, I will definitely congratulate everyone on the Newgen team. And it was really great too. I also look into that Forrester report. There were several parameters which were considered, and then they choose in Newgen over the other products, so which is really amazing. And what I've seen, and coming back to our relationship, I think me and Anurag, I think we both are working at least from last 2 years so, and then our relationship is also kind of older than that couple of years, and we have seen a lot of opportunities together. We worked day and night for various kind of challenging problems to solve, right? And I have seen Newgen also adopting new set of capabilities, adding new product features. Like I think recently OmniDocs 11 also kind of got some new features added. So that is also, I think, I'm excited to be part of that session. And then your good one platform, digital sensing platform, is also great addition to your ECM suite. Then you have enhanced IBPS, the workflow tool, where you have the RP capabilities, and similarly a very simple record management solution, right? So one thing I also like about the Newgen ECM suite is definitely a low-code tool. A lot of things are configurable, which are really customization in other tools, because I've seen a lot of means last 1 decade went through many ECM products in the industry. So got a good experience with Newgen, different sessions with their different customer engagements. So I would say overall, our ECM digital journey is going really very good, and I see that we are going to grow a lot in the next couple of years together. I'm very positive on that.
Great. I mean, this is really great, Neeraj. I mean, working with you in these couple of years, including the pandemic year, has been so exciting and so refreshing to work with you, exchanging ideas, tackling those customer problems or joint customers, your customers, and those kind of things. It has really been great. My personal experience has really been great with you, working with you.
In fact, you should also think from that perspective, because some of the customer problems we came up with, and I think you kind of added as a new feature in the product, right? Because that's what the customer asked, right? So adding more feathers to your cap, right? So that is also one good experience working with Newgen.
I mean, that's the bread and butter of the product company that who we are, right? I mean, taking the voice of the customer and baking that back into the product is our bread and butter. So that's certainly out there. But in addition to what I just said, I mean, this relationship with Cognizant and Newgen, right? The Cognizant as one of our esteemed global system integrator partner is so much strategic to Newgen. We are really so happy and aspirational about this partnership to grow forward. And hearing a similar kind of vibe and getting the similar kind of vibe from you, it is so heartening to hear what you just said, Neeraj. We look forward to this partnership to grow leaps and bounds, certainly.
Yep, I'm also excited to be part of that. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much, Neeraj. I can't thank much to you for coming here, giving your insights, giving your perspectives. I'm sure the audience, your peers, and all who watch this session would take back a lot of insights, a lot of learnings, a lot of perspectives from this. So thanks a lot again for this.
Thank you.